Hello, everybody who is actually there. And good evening.
Hello!
I'm not the only one who left during the music, but I got back on time. Ah, there she is. So, how are you all doing today?
I forgot to eat, so I'm heating up my food.
Okay.
I'm good. I was
Good.
responsible and ate before.
That's good. Yeah, I was going to, and I got as far as mixing my food, so now it's just sitting in front of me mixed.
I'm pretty good. I ate.
I'm doing well.
Nice. Very good. I am glad. How about you, Elizabeth? How are you doing?
Oh, I muted myself, so
wow.
obviously I'm being competent today. But doing well. I made bread. I was like, I think I saw your post on like making bread, and I was like,
Don't
"Ooh, I
use
should do
wax
that."
paper.
Yeah, and then I was like, maybe I should just make sandwich bread. So I made sandwich bread.
Nice. Yeah, I learned so many lessons in my bread making 2 days ago.
Useful stuff.
I don't know why that was a lesson making bread moment, but it sure was. And then yesterday, because I had my in-person role playing, I said that I would make a bread-like substance because one of the people was making soup. So I was like, well, crap, my rolls I made yesterday are all covered in wax paper, so they're not going to work. So I made more rolls, and I was like, that's not enough, so I made more rolls. So I spent all day yesterday baking. I actually found a really cool recipe for dinner rolls that you don't have to knead. They're yeast. They're like normal dinner, like used to dinner rolls, but you don't need them. It's very strange, and it actually worked, and they actually tasted pretty good.
Cool.
So yeah, I was impressed with that. I figured, if they didn't work, that all the people would eat them anyway because they'd be hungry. So it was a good time to make them and try it out. And they did, and it was actually good.
Hooray!
Hooray!
So that was I've been baking a lot the past couple days, and now I've got lots of rolls with wax paper, so I have to like cut off the bottom of them.
Oh no.
Yeah. And they're really thin because like they didn't really rise, so I'm like cutting off the bottom and it's like half the roll.
Oh. Oh my
But
god.
that seems
Oops.
better than just throwing them away.
Yeah.
So
I was explaining to my coworkers about the last time I tried to make myself a birthday cake, and it ended up so badly that Amanda and I turned into trifles. So.
Aw. Well, hey, you got something out of it.
Yeah.
I just
Trifle.
had toast with sweet potato and apple jam. It was very yummy.
interesting.
Yeah.
I've never had sweet potato and apple jam.
Neither had I, but it was very good.
Wait, so
Sounds
it's sweet
odd.
potato and apple jam, not sweet potatoes and apple jam.
It is sweet potato and apple jam.
There we go. Who'd have thunk? Japan, obviously.
I mean, I can't read it, so I'll take your word for it.
It says it's also delicious if you yaku it, so fry or grill or heat it up somehow.
Interesting. Maybe like if you use it as like a barbecue sauce sort of thing.
I guess so. Maybe.
It's definitely never occurred to me to fry my jam.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm trying to think why you would.
I'm
Or
trying
you
to
could,
think
like,
how
make-
that would work.
You could make a panini.
Yeah.
Now that is an interesting idea.
That would be.
I was
yummy.
thinking just like smeared on the bottom of a frying pan.
Yeah, I know. I was like, no, it doesn't make sense. What else?
I
would
don't
you
think so.
I think it would be really good on like pork chops, like or
Ooh,
like
that sounds
pork
yummy,
related.
too.
do? Yeah, that was
Like,
kind of
something-
my thought.
I might have to try.
Oh, has anybody else burned their candle enough to get their treat?
No.
No.
I did. It is
You did?
wonderful. Yeah.
Can I eat it?
Cool.
No, you cannot. Well, I mean, you could try to eat it. Probably wouldn't be very good for you, though.
I don't think I'd eat something I found in a candle.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Do not judge me.
I feel like anything that I would put in there that you could eat would like be melted and horrible.
Yeah,
Oh my
it doesn't
gosh.
seem like a good idea.
I mean, as it was, I still had to wrap them up in foil, but even something edible wrapped in foil would still get melted and horrible, I think.
Just remember, Amanda does not always differentiate between can and should.
I'm not eating my food, Cat. She's going to eat my food. I know it by the end of the night. It's going to all be gone. It's going to be in her belly, and then she's going to be sick because it's yogurt.
Oh.
But she really likes yogurt, so she keeps like trying to get to it. So anyway, while I can still talk, which may not last for terribly long, so you guys might be really role playing tonight. We should probably catch up on what happened last week. Does anybody want to give a straightforward and time logical definition of what happened last week for those who were not here?
God,
I honestly am so confused because I was playing both Sarah and Ronya. I have no idea what happened.
okay, I think
Like, I was
summary-
studying tarot cards with a cold, and all of a sudden I was fighting zombies, and then it got just weirder.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we started out finishing off the zombies that we left off the week before.
Yep.
Yeah, I think concisely we killed some zombies, went to a party, moved some people out, found a sister, came back, we met somebody new too in the mix of moving out and fighting zombies, and then brought her back, found out that she was in fact an avatar and almost had a death fight in the middle of Pew's place living room where if that were to happen, we should put like not one but two sheets to protect the oriental carpets.
You think that's gonna do it?
I'm glad you've got your
You
priorities
you left out the whole maze.
Yeah, there's a lot
And
that
then
was left out there.
Yeah.
I'm just doing the concise, like, this is the overview, and that's it.
Okay,
That was timely, though.
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
For
so,
once.
a more perhaps complete remembrance of last week, although I did not take notes because I'm stupid. So if I forget something, let me know. Was that you guys were kind of mid-fight when we left off week before last. And so, like, you had just had more zombies and a dude in black, like, come in behind the zombies. So
We thought was death, but wasn't.
that we thought was death, but wasn't. So you all, not including Sarah, because she was back at the house reading tarot cards, but since Laura was not here, Ronya was played by Amanda, who normally plays Sarah. It was not confusing or anything. She was way more cautious than Ronya typically is, I have to say.
I was not going to be responsible for killing off someone else's character.
And you guys fought the zombies and the dude in black, who turned out to be sort of this skeletal, not representation, but like this sort of skeletal person who used to be a big asshole.
A dickhead. Rusty's pest.
And but was not death, apparently, because nobody got a tattoo. And then just as you finished that fight, somebody else in a black hood, like hooded cloak, came up and said she was supposed to help you guys, or was going to help you guys, but you'd already killed them all, so that's cool. So she didn't need to help you guys anymore. And she turned out to be named Lilly, and she was also somebody that Rusty used to know. And since she didn't really know what to do because she was supposed to help you guys and you'd already killed them all, she kind of tagged along when you went to go sort of like try to tease or mess with Allie and her boyfriend.
With a zombie hand.
With a zombie hand.
I would say I successfully messed with her.
Yes. And then proceeded to say, all right, bye, and leave him there. And headed back to Rusty's aunt's house, where you all crammed into a little tiny room and slept. In the morning, once Allie had gotten back, because I think she wasn't back when you all woke up, you managed to convince your aunt that, or no, you had to go get her.
Yeah, we had to go fetch her.
You had to go get her because you had convinced Rusty's aunt that she needed to leave, or he had convinced her that this was not a good place. So you collected the family and with Lilly in tow because she still had nothing else to do. You guys made it back out of the maze, which had shifted a little bit, so it involved new finding of pathways, which basically involved climbing over things so you couldn't find a new pathway.
And James falling on Ronya.
And James falling on Ronya.
Oh my gosh.
I thought it wasn't just Ronya.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
I think it was Ronya and
Pew.
Yeah.
And I hope you didn't squish me.
Oh, I
Just
A
did.
little bit, yeah.
I-
Just because his
Killed you right
fat ass
after
got
Oh, because he
stuck in
got
the
stuck
window.
in a window. That's right.
Yeah.
I remember this.
We
now.
got him out, but it was messy.
Yeah, yeah. So eventually, you made it back out of the maze. You made it back to Pew's house, wherein, as soon as Lilly and Sarah, because now she's Sarah, not Ronya, saw each other, a battle nearly ensued because both of their gods were like, hey, go kill that person. That's one of the avatars. After a great deal of discussion and mistrust, you managed to forge what seems to be an alliance with Lilly, who is the star. And she said that she was willing to work with you guys, or at least not kill you if you didn't kill her. And that is where we left off. And you all leveled up because you managed to forge an alliance with another avatar. And kill a bunch of zombies and, do other cool things. All
I want to
right.
kill an emperor.
So,
We fought a wall to get James out. That was good.
Yeah, there was a big
Yeah.
wall fight. Definitely that was part of the leveling up process.
That ended with James falling out a window.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my.
And James deciding that windows are no longer his friends and he's just going to bash holes through walls.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to do in the first place, and you talked me out of it.
What we
Alrighty.
wanted you to do was suck it in.
Oh.
See, I sort of picture James as being really big and super built. Like, sucking in is not going to help.
Yeah.
But maybe I have a different vision of him than he sees himself. I don't know.
It's the spirit of the thing. You probably could have taken off some armor.
That may have helped.
Yeah, actually, what do you look like?
Yeah, James, what do you look like?
Like, yeah. Like, what color hair, eyes, complexion?
However you've imagined it already.
Oh, come on. Calm down.
That's a cop-out.
Yes, it is.
Oh. You're really just not going to go any more than that. Okay,
How
then.
have
I'll
you
think
imagined
about it.
James?
I mean, haven't you noticed my eyes are green and my hair is beautiful and black?
Yeah.
We noticed the excess of eyeliner.
Nice.
Yes, because you can't have too much black eyeshadow either.
No, never.
Never.
I actually kind of believe in that because I pretty much think that Satine Phoenix has the best makeup of anyone I've ever seen before. And she has a whole lot of eyeliner. Anyway, I can't pull it off. I tried once, it didn't work.
Oh.
I mean, with
I gave
practice I
myself a
probably
black eye
could,
with
but that was not
eyeshadow.
the best first attempt. Anyway, so we will pick up where we left off, which is just after you guys made an alliance and everybody, I think it was as far as we got. Like you said, okay, we'll work together, and that's where we ended last week.
We
So you're
established
all
that Sarah's
sitting
been
in the living room or standing, depending on what you're doing.
Just let me double check. If we leveled, we're at what level now?
4.
4.
Thank you. Okay,
Let me
we're
make
good.
sure that, yes, that is the level I have been looking up random encounters for. That's good.
Okay.
I'm glad that those things match.
All right, good. Just making sure. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm like standing outside of the living room with his
Aunts,
space.
cousins.
Yeah, aunts and
Oh,
cousins.
that's right. You,
and
yeah. You took him upstairs
so-
to show him a room and then came back downstairs, probably?
yeah, so I missed out on some of it, but
probably
yeah,
like the
I think
fact that she's an avatar.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
I'm
because
like,
they only saw each other after you left, I think.
yeah. So I've taken everybody up to the room, so I'm coming back down. Is it still pretty tense when I'm coming back down? Probably.
It's less tense.
Bows are drawn
Bows are
anymore,
no
but there's
longer
still some
drawn.
shifty glances.
They're just being held.
Okay. So what's hey, oh, your aunt's in the room. What's going on in here?
Turns out Lily is an avatar.
And she's just like watching you very carefully.
But I don't know, I've been doing all the... Yeah, she's the avatar for the star. Who, well, based on my reading, that seems to be one of the better gods, so...
I think
And you
she's
two haven't
nice.
murdered each other yet?
We've been trying to
They-
keep
they-
it
don't
they
down.
want to
tried.
try to just randomly kill people I've just met. Particularly not friends of my friends, but...
As long as you guys don't try to kill me, I won't kill you.
honestly,
I
someone
appreciate
else
that.
who has at least even a partial picture of what is happening right now would be very helpful, because I'm over my head.
How did you become an avatar, Lily? When did you find out?
It was it was right after the magic started working, or the tech quit working, or whatever. And I started having visions and stuff, of just this beautiful glowing woman. And she came to me and told me that I was supposed to be her avatar in this fight.
Did she ask you to kill?
That's the fight, I think.
Okay. Just trying to figure out if all our gods are on the same page.
Somehow we're doing the fight for them, or something.
Which
Maybe.
does have me slightly confused as to why we're doing their dirty work, but
Because they're jerks.
Yeah.
and what
I
they're
think that
doing while we're
sounds-
doing this, because he's definitely not answering my calls.
Yeah, mine doesn't really talk to me either.
I really kind of want to know what happens at the end.
I don't know.
Like,
I assume one wins and they're happy.
Well, if we don't.
well, they're
kill-
happy, but what about the people?
But what if we just, if we don't kill everybody? Like, if there are other people that are out there that are trying to kill just because they've been told to kill, we can try to stop them. But if the people who are sensible, like you guys and Leo, just decide they're not going to do anything, then we can be like, you know what? We're all going to be happy.
I hope we can do that.
We don't have to let this thing end the way these crazy gods want it to when they're the ones just being jerks.
Yeah, my concern is what's going to happen when they find out we're doing this.
I think they're maybe
Didn't
kind of
you already
insistent.
say? Didn't you
Yeah,
already
they're-
say that it came down to a kind of a truce with several of them still around last time?
Yes, that was the reading I found, that
Oh.
two of them. Let me find that note.
So we can start out
by
by killing the blatantly bad ones.
the world and the fool remained. And
So two of them remained. And how did that go over?
I
They
mean,
compromised, leaving a history of war and madness in their wake.
Oh.
So not well.
And I don't quite know, compromise doesn't necessarily mean the same thing as alliance.
Okay. Yikes.
But in any case, I kind of like the idea of having someone else on our side.
If nothing
Yeah.
else, we can work together until we can't.
Works for me. Because if there's more people like Steve out there, I'd like some help.
See,
I know.
he's the reason I thought we might have to restrain you for here. You didn't exactly
Because I just
hold yourself back with him.
he was also a jerk. So,
Neo-Nazi.
He was pretty terrible in many ways.
Building
so.
an army of people.
Yeah.
And his cult.
But she did
So-
also drag us into a rather messy fight without even warning us ahead of time.
That was a little scary, but I do think it was different from just attacking people willy-nilly.
And to be fair, I thought you guys were working for another avatar, which it turned out you were. You just weren't trying to kill me.
I mean, we also didn't know yet.
Yeah, we were not aware of any of this.
All right,
Yeah.
if you aren't going to stab each other, I'm going to go talk to my family, make sure they get
Oh.
settled in.
Yeah, you
Sensible.
do that.
I'll
But I
head up
think-
and-
I do want to say, I think we might have missed an avatar. I think the place that we came from, your hometown or home, I think there was an avatar there, and I swear,
Oh,
Wait.
maybe Dad.
Let me.
I mean,
No,
it felt
I don't think
really
it's death. Look.
magic-y.
It went on until the world and both world was the both power of man and land and the fool of chaos. So if the fool is chaos, this maze thing you described.
might
Maybe.
be the fool. But I
Could be
haven't
chaos.
seen anyone that triggered my knowledge like Sarah
Mm.
did.
We might need
Yeah.
to go back just because even if it's just some really strong magic there might be something we have to deal with.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a reason it's changed that drastically.
Especially
Yeah.
when you guys went to visit Ranya's parents and everything, and nowhere else in Seattle looks like that.
Yeah, my parents' house was, I mean, other than them getting tiny like me, there was nothing else different about it.
This house.
So you just like changed size?
Yeah, I'm
I was
getting
not
kind of
always
used to
this
it.
short.
It's weird. Yeah, no, I wasn't always this small.
That's fair. I got weird ears. And my eyes changed color a little bit.
Don't glare at me.
All right, now
Also,
I
like-
head upstairs and talk to my family.
All right.
Well, do you two want to be on separate rooms of the household, though? Just to be on the safe
I
side,
think I
in
would
case
feel
your
more
dog,
comfortable with that.
in case your
Yeah.
gods, say some nasty things in the middle of the night.
Maybe, I wonder if maybe I shouldn't stay here, if I should go look for other people, and you can go look for other people. And then we won't be next to each other.
Maybe our
That
job.
might be wise too. I'm a little
That
nervous.
could be. Yeah.
Let me go
Is there a
grab
way we
our
could contact
landline.
you? Yeah.
Let me grab our landline and the phone number to my dad's store, and you can leave a message with us, and that way we'll
Okay.
be able to.
Yeah, if we see anything,
Okay.
then we can try to
Sure.
let each other know when things work.
Yeah.
Or if you,
Okay.
if you find something.
Yeah. Also, are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
Here.
I could eat.
She like holds, she
How
just
long
sort
has
of
it been?
makes a motion and suddenly her hands are full of like blueberries. And she
Ooh.
like puts them out. She's like, if each of you eat one, then you won't be hungry again today.
That's really exciting.
It's really useful.
I grab one.
Okay.
Can you? Do you know where did you learn that?
I just learned it. It's really cool.
Somehow I think it's similar to all the rest of us.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm just kind of
Also,
rolling
it
with
makes
it. Like,
you feel a
Whoa,
little
wow.
bit better if you're feeling really crappy. Just a little bit, but it's better than
Well,
nothing.
I did have
I'll try
a
one.
large human sit on my face today, so
I happily eat one.
Okay.
I eat one too.
I'm like looking at her like, okay, I'll take your berry. This
Yeah,
is
she'll
this
eat
is
one too,
truce.
just to, like-
This is trust. See, we are trusting. We are working.
Okay, so all of you, if you were down in hit points, you gain 1 hit point, and you are not hungry for the rest of the day.
Was I down in hit points? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
No,
Rosie
yeah.
is
Jinx.
back up.
Yeah. She did roll that I did injure you, but I didn't leave you injured.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
So then she's like, let me give some to the others too, because I still have 5 more. And she goes upstairs and like where you are talking to your family, Rusty, she comes and she's like, would you like berry, everybody? I'll make you feel better.
I just grab one and toss it in my mouth.
Okay. And she like gives it to everyone else and they all take one and then she's out of berries. Yeah, that's all she's got. Elaine doesn't get one because she doesn't know Elaine's there.
Oh.
And then she says,
Poor
okay, so we decided downstairs that I'm going to go somewhere else and keep looking for more avatars. And then Sarah and I won't be next to each other and our gods maybe won't yell at us.
That's probably a good thing. I don't want any like sleepwalk murdering to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't either. So we'll keep in touch and it was really good to see you. She gives you a hug.
Yeah. I hug her back, and yeah, we'll be in touch, and hopefully we can figure out this whole mess and get things straightened out.
Yeah. All right, I'll see you later sometime. She
See ya.
goes downstairs and gives you all her contact info and leaves. Meanwhile, upstairs in Rusty's room, did you have anything you wanted to talk about in particular?
I just
Or
wanted
in Rusty's
to
family's room.
kind of just check on them and see how they're settling in, and then pull Allie aside and quickly tell her, look, I know this place is really fancy, but don't go stealing stuff.
Are you sure? It'd be really fun.
There's plenty of other places. There's empty places now,
Oh yeah,
after-
like all the
after we lost
houses we
other people.
passed.
but don't go stealing from people that are taking care of you. That'll come back and bite you in the ass.
Fine. No, I know, you're right. It's just, did you see that really, like, that little figurine downstairs? It looks like it's probably gold.
Uh-huh.
It's really
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Okay, fine. No, I know, you're right. But I still don't. What about Jeremy?
Well, you know what? We can try to get more people out of there, but you weren't going to leave unless we kind of tricked you into leaving. So, and this is a lot nicer out here. Things aren't falling over and crushing
So
people.
far, anyway.
Yeah, you'll be all right. There's probably a couple empty mansions on the street. You can loot a little bit. Huh? Be
Will
careful
you come
though.
with me?
Don't go sneaking out. Maybe some other time. We got a lot of work to do.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to bed, I think. I'm tired. I didn't sleep much last night.
Yeah.
And those
Figured.
beds look really comfortable.
Yep, they are.
And she goes back in. Everybody's fine. Like, they're all just sort of in awe over
Head back
this
down.
house.
Yeah.
Oh. So Pew needs to go and talk to her dad and tell her what's up. Tell him, yeah.
Okay.
So she goes and looks for him in the office. Is he there?
No, he's not.
Mm,
It is like very early afternoon.
okay. Is it still magic right now?
No, I think it was tech when you guys left the Warren.
Okay. Can I make a call on a landline to the Izzo's Emporium?
Yeah. I assume that you are calling like his number directly. Not,
Yes.
Here, let me randomly call the star.
You know.
Do you know where your big boss is?
Hey guys,
Do I need
this
to
is
roll
daughter. No, it works.
Okay.
So yeah, you call and it rings for a little while, and then yes,
I think I found a new chef, Dad.
you did.
Yeah, she's gonna be living in with us with her family because we found Rusty's family, and
Okay.
she might be a good assistant or chef. I'm not sure. She
Where was
cooked the
she
spaghetti and it was good. Um,
Train.
she's not technically trained.
And you think
she's
she
a nice
should be
lady.
our chef?
Assistant?
Why don't you give her a shot?
Okay. I will. I'll give her a shot. I think she'll do a great job. She seems like a nice person and skilled at maintaining 3 kids. So she's probably good at being a great assistant.
So you think a housewife should be our chef?
Yes. Aren't the best
Whatever.
housewives the best chefs?
Sure. Your grandmother was not.
True. I'll give her a shot and I'll let you know. Okay.
All right. Take care of yourself.
I will. I'm gonna go check them.
If James is not already, I will go check on Elaine.
Is James already?
Yeah, I probably should as soon as I got back.
You probably should.
So
I keep getting thrown off because she sounds exactly like this new person.
oh, she does sound a
Oh.
little bit like her. Especially when I have a cold and my voice doesn't go as high because Lily's voice is higher, but I can't do that right now.
Okay.
So, are you
Sorry,
checking on
by
her
the
then?
way, to all of you.
Yes,
who
I will
I'm
go look
coughing
in
at.
on her.
Okay. So where are you going to look for her?
Probably start with the room she was given.
Okay. Yeah, she's not there.
Well, there are enough people in the house. I should be able to ask someone.
There's just the other people that, like your friends.
I
Yeah,
thought
you-
they were they okay. I guess just wander around wherever I've seen her before.
Which isn't very many places, really, because she's mostly kept to
Mhm.
herself or hang out with Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed in this
Sarah would
house for a
probably know
day.
where she is. If you,
Oh yeah, because she's been here the whole time.
yeah, yeah.
So I'll ask Sarah.
Okay.
Do you know where she is?
And Sarah, you know that she's out hanging out with the horses in the back.
Yeah, did you try out back with the horses?
Not yet. I will go there now.
She seems to like the horses. She brings them treats.
I will go try there.
Okay, so you get outside, and Elaine's just kind of sitting like on a boulder, like a decorative boulder, and the horses are kind of hanging out with her, and she's just sort of like talking very softly to them.
Okay. I will slowly walk over that way, and my phone is ringing. So, and it says it's
And the
from someone
horses spook.
and I'm reject-
Okay.
Okay. And she looks over. Oh, hi, James. How was your trip?
Eventful.
Okay.
We met a new person that came back with us. You might like her.
Oh yeah? What's she like?
How old is she? I don't think you ever really said.
Lily, she's like 19.
Okay.
Slightly older than Rusty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Lost my child.
Would you like to go meet her?
Okay.
Just another friendly person.
Okay. So she pats each of the horses on their noses and then follows you inside.
Okay.
Where Lily has left.
Okay.
Oh.
Because she left before you went to go
Okay.
do anything.
So I'm showing Ronya what I did while they were gone, which was
Okay.
basically pull out a map of the Seattle area and mark some of the landmarks and create flashcards for all the tarot cards and their properties.
We
Couple
saved a
pages of
neighborhood from
highlighted
zombies.
notes.
That
Probably
is
come back down at some
fascinating.
point.
We saved a neighborhood from zombies. We did have to fight, but everything we killed was already dead.
There were zombies? You killed zombies?
Yes.
Are you all
I'll
okay?
go
Did you
look
get
over at
bitten? Are you
James,
going to
like-
become zombies?
No, we're not. They didn't even try to bite us.
Oh, okay. Isn't that what they do, though?
No, they just tried to hit us.
That's weird. I mean, I guess maybe TV doesn't know what it's talking about then.
It usually doesn't.
Yeah.
So you're sure that you're not going to become zombies, right?
No, we're not. We're not going to become zombies.
Okay.
I promise
We're
I'll tell
fine.
you if James starts chewing on me.
Hey.
So you said it's early afternoon, but we're not hurt, right? At this point.
I think you were healed, so you're not.
Okay.
I think
was
Pew
only
might be a
slightly
little bit
squashed.
still squished.
She feels squished. I think you healed me, so I think
Oh, okay.
I got healed, but I still am very offended by being squished.
It was a little too personal.
Yes, I am. She does not want to be touched in that manner. No, no.
Especially not by a large man in plate mail.
But even though right now she kind of Pew's right now probably like after having a very uncomfortable call with her father is going to go take a bath and go change some clothes because she's at home. She probably is a little stinkier from zombies and such. So
Yeah, you all were like covered in zombie fluids.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
Did we have like a plan going forward at this point? Like, do we know what we're doing next?
No,
Now we got to figure out, I think, what to
I
go
was waiting for you guys to come back.
chase
Okay.
after this.
Okay. Yeah, I might. Assuming I'm sure this place has more than one bath, so I'll probably go take one myself.
Okay. So you guys just gonna kind of like chill for the rest of the afternoon or do anything?
Yeah, I think that's fair after what we've been
until
through.
dinner,
Okay.
so then we can figure out what happens at dinner.
We also aren't going to get hungry because we
No.
had magic berries.
Yeah.
You ate a magic berry. You're happy.
Yeah.
Magic berry.
It tastes
know-
really good too.
Yeah, and Pew has come out of the bathroom. Her after taking a luxurious bath. She's like she has her new black satin robe. She's gonna go in a room, and her fingernails and toenails are now painted black, and she has a fresh face of makeup on, even though it's evening. She just has a fresh
She
face of
dressed for
makeup.
dinner. That's a thing you do in other countries.
Yes. So she's gonna go in and go pick out a nice dress for dinner, even though she's not really hungry, but she is. It's black.
Hey, when you're home, you want to take advantage of being able to feel like you're at home. So fair enough, you know.
Yes. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
start going over lessons with Elaine.
If there's hot water, I'm definitely taking a shower at some point, but probably not spending as much time as them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, probably, I don't know, looking over Sarah's notes.
There is hot water because you're in tech. And Sarah, there's also 3 other kids in the house now.
Ooh, you
That's a
could
good point.
open a school.
Yep.
That Elaine
I
doesn't know
should-
about. Nobody
Once
told
they
her.
start running around, I introduce them to Sarah.
Yeah, I was kind of just letting them settle in. 'Cause-
Oh, okay. I was just
They seem
reminding
to have
you
had a
that
rough
you're
time
also
of it.
there.
Yeah,
And
we'll get there.
Yeah, and Josh and Elaine are basically like the same age. So
No.
while they don't like hit it off, they're sort of cautiously start talking a little bit.
Thanks.
And they haven't had school since, everything went weird. So,
No, I
Could
had
be nice.
school a little bit
that, oh,
until Mom died and I had to come up here.
Yeah, she's been filling me in on her
Okay.
background.
okay.
And then Leo was gonna send me to school, but you got back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple weeks left, probably anyway, if they do summer.
She's starting to work on geometry.
The most evil of all the maths.
I don't like it either. There's like weird formulas, and you have to like remember how triangles work. And I
No,
don't
that's the easy
remember
part.
how the triangle works, like which one goes with what.
That's the easy part.
Oh, what's the hard part?
The fact that it's all shapes and it's less math-like than the rest of the math.
Don't listen to him. You're doing fine.
So the triangles are shapes. I don't understand.
He just doesn't like things that are actually
Yeah.
practical instead of theoretical.
It's just shapes and stuff. Fine.
So, yeah. Is everyone like back together
So
again?
everyone
right
gathered
now?
again at dinner time,
Yeah.
whether you're gonna eat or not.
Yeah.
Except Elaine's hungry.
Okay.
Is there any food to offer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I mean, there's not like good food, but there's food. There's like preserved food.
I asked Pew, is it okay if I like dig through your kitchen and look for something for Elaine?
Yeah. Here, go ahead. Let me talk to Rusty's aunt for a bit about what goes on in the household, so she knows what goes on with my father.
Okay.
And where all the liquor is, because he needs to know where all the liquor is. So,
All right, so you take Julie off for private conversation.
yes. And talk to her about, like, so instead of being a chef, you're probably going to be his assistant. Let me tell him that. Let me show you where all the liquor cabinets are and all the hidden liquor cabinets are. You'll need to restock them at some point in time, I'm pretty sure. He's a functioning alcoholic.
Okay. Doesn't sound like the most exciting job, but all right.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, and then he'll probably have like things to do with the Emporium, and I used to like. My assistant usually like did things about like scheduling parties and making sure I was taking art classes after school and getting my extracurricular activities done.
Right.
You now have very, very different extracurricular activities.
Yeah, her aunt is like, different worlds here.
Yeah.
Yes. But since the world is now this way, I don't have to worry about those extracurricular activities anymore. And I can become a mortician. I'm so excited.
A mortician.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why I
Okay.
really want to be.
I mean, somebody has to be a mortician.
Especially now.
Come to think of it, I'm kind of surprised you didn't complain at me for beheading that guy.
I haven't gotten there yet. She has not gotten there yet. She's getting close, but not yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you successfully managed to brief Julie on everything. She's totally confused, but listening. And Elaine is a little confused at why nobody else is hungry, but whatever, she eats. And so everybody is gathered together, except Allie because she's sleeping. Lazy teenager. And
She was partying pretty hard last night.
yeah, that's why she's sleeping.
We were kind of up just as late as she was.
Well, do you know that? You left her. She was still
Well,
awake.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
And she was drinking.
No,
so other than Lily, do we have any other leads on any other avatars or anything like that?
Isn't there cool lights happening at UW?
Yeah, Leo said they're doing some magic stuff over there.
Could there be avatars there?
I mean, or they're just like sciencing the shit out of this magic.
I don't know.
I mean, it
But
makes sense
I
to
think-
research it either way, but yeah.
And I would love to get my hands on some books. Maybe I can find some more things to do magic with. They could have a huge archive there. I mean, don't they? Don't they have a library? They have a library.
Will they
Mm.
let us have access to stuff if we're not students?
I'm a
We're
student.
prospective students.
I suppose so. We are the age where we would be going around looking for that. We could say we're prospective students.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I'm a student.
You're a student, UW, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were a teacher.
Well, I kind of. No, I'm just a student teacher.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we could learn a little more about magic and stuff there.
You could take us into the library. We should go
I
there.
could have before all this started. I don't know what it's like now, but
But we should go. We should figure out. Maybe we can find out some new things. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to do some reading tonight because I think I'm gonna get something down. Maybe I have an idea. I have like there are these things I'm reading that I've been reading. You know, because I read a little bit before the morning, and I think I can do a couple new things. We'll have to test them out. You know.
do
That's
not
pretty
test them
cool.
out on me. I do not want to be set on fire again.
Well,
Hugh.
I know.
Watch
we
what
just need
you
to
aim
find.
at.
Well, if we just accidentally, like, we've been running into bandits and like crazy avatars. So if we get like a whole dead body, we can make sure it doesn't decay as fast. I think.
How would that help us? No,
I'm
don't
just
answer that
gonna
question. I don't want to
let
know what you're
that
thinking.
comment
I do not know
slide, and I was just thinking
Well,
that.
you know, if we need to preserve them or somehow somebody knows how to do something with those dead bodies, then
We
yeah.
don't need more zombies.
Are you sure? I mean, those were pretty cool. Even though they were trying to attack me, they were not my zombies. They were pretty cool.
Pew.
Pew, do you need to talk? Are you having?
I'm
Hey,
starting
I mean-
to wonder about your coping mechanism.
Zombies are probably fine as long as they're not attacking us, okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're not just going to randomly attack other people. What's
I
the
already
problem?
know your coping mechanisms are whacked.
You know, well, like at some point in time, like if we could be able to like summon an army in case we get attacked by people, shouldn't we be able to do that?
Wasn't that what we were doing before?
think
Was
so.
stopping person from summoning army?
Wow.
Yeah, but he was bad.
Yeah.
But if we do it, it's good. Yeah, do you see the flaws in this argument? Because I'm not
No.
sure you do, and that's very concerning to me.
Well, I mean, there is such a thing as, I mean, at least we've been led to believe that there's such a good thing as good and bad armies. I mean, we have our national army that's supposed to be fighting on our side, so I get that. But making one out of
You do
zombies seems a little terrifying.
You do realize that part of your argument for why that guy was bad was he was raising an army?
No, I know. That's not what I'm saying.
Not you.
Oh, yeah. But
It's not that he was raising an army, it was that he was raising an army for evil. And he was also a neo-Nazi.
Because
So
an
I
army
mean,
of
like,
zombies is totally a force for good. Do we see how far off the reservation we're going here, people?
so
No,
zombies
we
are no
don't.
zombies.
Okay. I am the Avatar. I am not leading an army. Especially not a dead army.
I'll lead the
we
army.
wanna go to
You
the
don't have to
university?
worry about it. I got it under control. It's something that I would want to do. I understand with you not wanting to do it.
That's-
It's not your army. It's my army.
Okay, I'm at least hoping right now that the whole subject of zombie armies is still rather academic at the moment. And in terms of
In theory, if we were able to like do a zombie army, I would be the one that could do it.
okay,
So
I'm just
I've got this map here. And
yes.
we found Steve here. Lilly came from Rusty's neck of the woods here. We have Leo here. We have flashing lights and people teaching magic at UW. Is there anything else we have that might remotely be considered a lead as to where these avatars are?
I still think the Warren is a good place to check more. I mean, why is it the only place that's all changing shape and everything? I feel like we should go back in there and figure out what's going on there.
Yeah, we could.
So
we could
I
go
like
in there.
circle that and I write chaos next to it.
Yeah, I mean, with my family out now, I care a lot less about the others inside.
Yeah. Well, I'm
but-
not just saying we go in and like set it on fire or something. I just think we should investigate.
Honestly,
it.
if we evacuate, let's just set the whole thing on fire. Like, just get rid of it. It's that bad now.
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
um.
Well, you
Wouldn't
saw
you
it.
like, even if you wanted to get rid of it, wouldn't you like to know why it's happening to prevent?
Yeah, like I'm
potentially
saying,
stop
If it's
it
going
from
to
know.
happening
spread,
elsewhere?
like is this
yeah,
a
not just like go and start it on fire
building
straight away.
disease?
Okay. No, I get what you mean. So it's fair enough that like
But like
we
you know,
we investigate it, but it's if we do figure out what's going on, it's fair enough to try to destroy whatever the problem is,
yeah,
right?
just once we're satisfied, just burn the place down. Honestly, it might just make me feel better, if nothing else. So
Like I said, coping mechanisms.
Well,
you know,
I do think it's worth investigating though, guys, because it is the only place that we've seen all sorts of weird things going on, but we have not seen anything else like the Warren, and I feel
Well,
like there's got to be a reason it's like that.
As long
if
as
we
you let me
have-
make my own paths.
Yeah, let's.
So we have one
Let's,
option, we have the
um,
Warren, and then we have going to the university. These seem to be our best plans right now.
Yeah. Do we want to go to the university first and see if we can maybe, like, they could have better tarot card books or
It is
history of
closer
some kind?
to.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Can we date
I'm okay
that?
with either of those options. Yeah.
And maybe they have more information, because usually don't universities have like information about what's going on in like the collegiate world, like research and such.
Well,
Maybe we
I
could-
doubt there's much consensus on research about this stuff that's only happened in the past couple weeks when communications are down worldwide, but we could ask.
have we tried a radio at all?
Do we
I
have
don't
access
know.
to a radio?
I don't know how to use a radio for communication. Do you?
No, like a radio.
Oh.
Like have we turned
like
it on
just
to
to
see
listen
if
to
the
one.
radio's on? Let's
I don't know.
maybe try that.
A radio.
We probably
you know.
could use any more. Do you have like a radio somewhere in this palace?
I think there's an old record player
There's
somewhere.
probably one in the basement with all the other supplies.
Oh. The basement. The creepy basement. If
No,
Rusty,
after everything we've gone through, sure, creepy basement, bring it on.
well,
Creepy
you know,
basement, let's go.
like, yeah, Rusty, if you want to come with me, we'll go downstairs and go find it, and
Yeah.
yeah, you know. So, okay.
That's not a bad idea though. Like just see whether even anything's broadcasting at all. So yeah, go for that.
Okay. Let's go find radio. We'll be back, and we can discuss more.
So
Okay.
I'm going to pick James's brain while they're gone because he hasn't said anything yet. What's his opinion on these plans?
About her wanting. Oh. About what we should do?
Yes.
I kind of want to go back and figure out exactly where the zombies were coming from. Because I don't feel like that guy could have come up with them on his own. Especially because he didn't exactly seem like he was all there himself.
So you think we're dealing with the Sith Lord and his apprentice?
Yeah.
Not exactly.
There are cat people walking around.
I'm just gonna sit and wait for them to come back with the radio.
Okay.
So
I
Pew
lead
and Rusty, you go
Well-
down the secret door to the basement.
Oh yeah.
And Rusty, you find yourself in like an end of the world prepper's paradise.
Oh my.
Wow.
There are shelves and shelves and walls of supplies in like this clearly created like bomb shelter.
Wow. I was gonna start asking if we needed more food, but never mind. Uh,
Yeah, I grew up when my dad and I, when we were growing up, my dad would take us on camp trips because to simulate the world ending. That's why if you've ever been into the Emporium, there's a huge camping and survival section because he was testing out a lot of items during my childhood and teenage years, and now
and he never taught you how to swim?
I know how to swim. I was having a off day.
Okay.
I was having an off day. But that's why I know about rocks a lot, and yeah, you know, you have to figure out which one is flint and the other one to make fire.
Somehow I think
The
those
other
are
one.
irrelevant to finding a radio.
Anyway, so should I do an investigation check for finding the radio?
Yeah, sure.
I'll help, I guess. I mean, that's what I'm there for.
Okay, then
Oh.
you have advantage on that check.
Yay.
Dude, that's where investigation. Oh my god.
Well, is
Loop.
an investigation
15.
intelligence? Okay, anyway, yeah, you manage to think about it for a little while. Like you have actually spent time down here doing like drilling. And so you know you've been taught where all the things are, and here's the emergency radio in case nothing works. You can always have the radio to get in touch with like whoever is still surviving. And so you find it without too much trouble.
Okay. Sorry, my connection is going down the tubes.
Uh-oh.
We just lost video on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now
we did.
everybody's
Sorry.
in the wrong place. Hey, now everybody's in the right place again.
1, 2, 3, switch! Digital Chinese fire drill, go!
Okay. Yeah, so find it, finally.
hmm
Okay.
Yeah, without too much difficulty.
Okay.
Sweet. That's
And there's like a big one that could probably get radio waves from all over the place, and like just a little couple handheld ones.
let's take all of these.
So the big
The
one you probably
handheld
wouldn't be
ones-
able to move.
Let's take the small one.
Yeah, maybe the big one we drag out if we have to, but if we
And
could
the
have
big one's-
walkie-talkies, that would
Y-
maybe be helpful.
Yeah. No, let's take the walkie-talkies then.
And Pew, you know that the big one is like hooked up to wiring that goes to like receptors on the ceiling and stuff.
Oh, cool. This bunker is bigger than my whole old house.
It's pretty good size. They would have lived
Yeah.
in relative comfort for quite some time.
Yeah. Did you ever watch? I heard about that show, like Doomsday Preppers. That's kind of here, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. Only my dad wouldn't let any TV shows in this household.
We didn't have cable, but that's like most of the entertainment we had. But yeah, not that show in particular, just TV in general.
Oh, do you want me to show you my dagger in a little bit? Like,
Yeah.
do you want to do the whole like
That-
hang out in my room and look at daggers?
yeah, that. Yeah, I'll take a look later.
Okay.
How are you holding up, by the way? I haven't really mentioned it, but I had to deal with losing my mom when I was younger.
I don't know. I was closer to her than my father, so it's harder, but I mean, I wasn't really close. I feel like, I don't know. I think it's really hard that I just lost my sister, though, because she was the one I cared about the most. She was off doing her own thing. She was being independent. She wasn't having to, like, do what Dad said. She was being her own self. I want to be like her.
Oh,
But
that's the way to be. Doing your own thing.
but
And I don't know if it gets easier, but maybe I'm just better at dealing with it.
yeah, maybe.
But we'll get through this.
Maybe it's different than when my grandma died. I mean, that happened when I was young, but I mean, it's weird. My sister shouldn't. I don't feel like my sister should have died. She wasn't that old. She wasn't that old. I don't know.
Oh, let's go figure out which avatar was responsible and stab him in the face. How about that?
Sounds good. Sounds
Sweet.
good.
We'll make it happen.
Okay.
All right.
Meanwhile,
looking upstairs with some radios.
I've been sitting in the living room with my deck of tarot cards, and I'm like looking at them, and I still don't know how to use them at all because I just recently picked them up at that store, and I don't know anything about them. But I'm like, should we go to the university or should we go to the Warren? And I'm like looking at them, and I just pull a random card, and using this online thing where you can pull a random major arcana, I've just pulled the Fool. So I showed it to Sarah, and I'm like, what do you think this means?
Well, the Fool is the one that's supposed to be chaos, right? And I pull up his flashcard and I hand it to her. So that was the one I was thinking, like, with the Warren, with all the moving buildings and things. So I don't know.
Well, I was asking my deck what we should try to do next, and this is what it said, but I don't really understand what that means. So just FYI.
This is like what my god does.
Okay, so I get out the little pamphlet and I'm like reading about the Fool as you guys come back up again.
Okay. Oh, so you get back up with the radios.
And I pull out the death card. I actually need to pull this up now.
Perfect. And you read up on the death card.
So we found these radios down in the basement. I figure we can listen and see if we can learn anything, but also maybe talk to each other if we need to.
Yeah, first
Well,
let's just see if anything's broadcasting.
I was gonna say, see if they can even talk to each other.
Yeah, turn one on and see if there's anything going on. I figured maybe we can, if these can tune to regular radio bands, there might be a station or someone broadcasting, and then people using these sorts of things also maybe.
Guys,
I'd just like to point out.
I don't know where they went.
I start
That
fiddling with
between
the
my
radio.
other hobbies and D&D, my search history probably has me landed on a couple FBI watch lists by this point.
Probably.
My work already does. I've been
Between
translating all these
looking up-
war games.
Yeah, I'm looking up fertilizers for USDA and
Mm-hmm.
all these
Just also
random crime scene things for search and rescue.
join,
and now
join like a
tarot
bunch of
cards.
author forums or something, and then be like, I'm writing a book.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Well, I guess I'll just have to remember what was happening. Because I don't have it. All right. So, so you turn on the radios. Does who wants to make some kind of check to see if they can make the radio work, like an intelligence check? Because I'm guessing that none of you have a whole lot of experience with, like, CB radios or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I'll do the intelligence check. Just an intelligence check?
Yeah, I don't know what else it would be. Okay.
Well,
So, you get it
Need a
on.
technology proficiency.
Save.
Oh yeah, that's a save.
is that a save? Where's the intelligence check?
Just click on your actual
intelligence on the
intelligence.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. Still 10.
Okay. So you try to turn it on. It doesn't turn on. And then you sort of start looking around at it, and you realize that it needs batteries. So you go and you find the
that's an
batteries and
easy
you put
fix.
them in. It feels very much like when you play The Walking Dead and the stupid person doesn't have a battery for the radio. You get the batteries in, and you turn it on, and it turns on, and you get that static sound. So then you start just like fiddling with the dial, trying to like make something come in anywhere, something. And it takes a while because you're not really sure like how quickly to move or like which knob to move or like anything. Like you remember that you're supposed to do something with them, but you don't remember really what. But you eventually manage to actually come across like a voice. There's a voice speaking on the radio.
You've reached Potter Watch.
What's that?
I said you've reached Potter Watch.
And so this voice is just this man's voice saying, "So in other news, there may have been an incursion in northern Seattle, but nobody's very sure. And that's about it. If you have anything, please let us know here at WCRN, and we will make sure that everybody is made aware of the situation."
W?
KCRN.
Whatever.
W is east.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how radios work, guys. Okay, I know nothing. And maybe this guy doesn't either. Maybe he just made up letters. I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's nice to see that somebody's broadcasting. That's encouraging.
Yeah, if we can get more news about things going on, maybe we can find more places to go look around.
Do you think they know? Do you think anybody from Sanctuary like got news out that we killed their person?
I mean, they mostly didn't know our names. Also, I kind of don't care. Well, I mean, I don't know what leadership they had left, but
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just the pang of worry, you know. Since we did just slaughter him in front of an audience, you know, it could come back. I don't know. Yeah,
I guess we just deal with that when it comes up.
yeah,
There's not a whole lot we can do.
I'm sure it's absolutely no problem, and we'll be totally fine.
Yeah. Let's. I probably have a target on my back. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
First
Well-
kill. Probably could have been more subtle.
So, side note, guys, are you leaving the radio on, or did you turn it back off after they went away?
We'll probably leave it on for a while.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was also thinking, since if we're gonna be like out and about and stuff, we probably don't want to just carry this radio around all the time. It might not be a bad idea to ask Elaine if she can just listen to it when we're gone and maybe write down if any big news comes up that we need to know about when we come back.
Yeah, give her something to do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could probably, we could still take one with us too.
Yeah, we could take
Yeah.
it, but since we won't have it on all day, you know, when we're busy, she could just have it on in the background, and if she notices something going on at any point, she can just keep notes and fill us in when we come home.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, but yeah, we should and then we should bring one with us. So then when we're having like maybe dinner or something,
Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea.
it.
Seems logical.
Elaine, do you think you could do that?
Yeah, I guess. Just this one channel?
Yeah, and if you just leave it on and have, you know, a notepad next to you, and if you hear something that sounds significant, just write down the news for the day and show it to us. I mean, you don't have to sit there doing nothing else. Just have it next to you when you're doing whatever you're doing anyway.
Okay, because I'm supposed to be working on geometry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just leave it around near you, and if all of a sudden a bulletin starts, then you can just start paying attention.
Okay.
Thanks, Elaine. That would be really, really helpful. And I like pat her on the shoulder. Hopefully
So
not too cut.
You guys are just going to go away all day?
Well, a
We've
lot
got
of the time we'll be out
stuff to
doing
do.
stuff, but you know we're gonna keep coming back. We're staying here, so you know.
We're hoping to fix the world.
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe. Well, do you want to go, Elaine? Do you want to go to school for a bit? Like, I don't feel like you should talk to your like guardian about this, but you probably should be in school then, rather than just staying around in this big, huge house.
I just feel like
Listening
maybe
to a
there
radio.
should be a grown-up around sometimes.
You'll have Rusty's
Oh, isn't
aunt.
Rusty's aunt here now?
Yeah. Oh,
And Pew's
true.
father.
Well,
not
I don't
there.
know if
I
yeah.
put a
He's
lot
not
more
there.
faith in the ability of Rusty's aunt to raise a child
Yeah.
than the aunt
Yeah.
will have. No offense, Pew.
Yeah, I turned out okay.
no offense taken.
Okay, so Julie's in charge then?
I mean,
Yeah, let me
If
tell
that's
her
okay with you.
that.
That was directed at Julie. I'm assuming she's here.
Oh,
I don't know if
sure.
we were still all congregated.
Yeah, if you're still all congregated.
Yeah. So.
Not room for an extra kid?
Sure, kid. You're fine. You'll hang out with mine.
While they're discussing that, I'll just get out a regular deck of cards and play rummy with Elaine.
Okay.
Okay.
She turns out to be a little more competitive than you expected.
All right.
Okay, so y'all go to bed? Or are you going to try to do something?
I go out, take a look at that dagger because I'm
the dagger,
intrigued.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Pew's bedroom and look at daggers.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, you guys don't know about this.
No. So everybody
No.
goes to bed, and Rusty stealthily goes to Pew's bedroom instead of his own
Oh my.
to look at a dagger.
Oh, that's why.
So, when did you get this fancy looking thing?
It was a while back. I forgot. Was it when we were going through cars, or it was somewhere in between. Somewhere in the some landscape. I forgot when I found this, but it's been cool. But yeah, I don't know. I show him the dagger. I don't know.
I start playing with it and see how it feels in my hands.
Okay. Roll a dexterity check real fast. Okay. Yeah, you play with it. It feels really nice. It feels like, I mean, like the really nice daggers you have that you got from the you got daggers in the armory, right?
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Yeah, like it seems like it's of that sort of like super high quality. But it's a little more fancy, like it's not just utilitarian, like it's kind of pretty. It's got like some designs carved into the hilt.
Does it like look like it can do anything special, or is it just fancy?
You aren't really sure. It looks nice.
It feels like these other ones.
No. Really? Oh, well, I just think it's really pretty. It's black too. It's pretty. I thought it was really pretty.
I can see why you kept it.
Like if you guys want to
Sorry
make like an
for
Arcana
not-
check or something on it, you can do so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty sure that's not what they want to make.
I'll make an
You
Arcana
can do whatever
check
you
on it.
want.
I think I'll make an Arcana. Maybe it's kind of it's your kind of magical because it might be. I'm really rolling really great today. Let me like think about it. Like let me like see if there's kind of like some like magic to it. So here, roll an 8.
Okay. So are you gonna like sit with it for a long time like you did with the other items to see if you can figure it out?
Yeah.
Okay, because like your preliminary look at it, it just seems fancy. Like you don't really get a whole lot of feel from it. But after you sit for a really long time and study it, you start to like you're able to sort of unfocus your eyes enough to see the magic sort of roiling around it. And sorry, Grace, but you sat on my headphones. Like she pulled my head down, so I moved it up, and she jumped like a lot. She's laying in my lap. And it is definitely magical, and you think that it actually has some kind of like magical ability to poison things
Ooh.
that get hit by it.
Oh.
Dagger of death.
Oh. Yeah, the more I haven't really looked at this like this for long, but I think if you stab people with it, they might get poisoned.
Whoa, that's legit.
That's kind of cool. Ooh. I'm pretty sure this dagger is for me. I'm sorry. I know, I think you think it's cool, but it's dark and it does poison. And I don't know, that's like super remember that the bubble thing that I do? And I can poison people with that? It's really fun to poison people, just so you know.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think I might be a little bit better with daggers, but you found it, so it's your decision.
It is
Yeah.
now
Oh, I think-
available to you.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I get
She's got a new
bonus
tool.
attack. Dagger of venom. Okay, how do I add that to things? We'll figure that out later. We'll figure it out. Okay. Ooh, it's pretty. It's pretty cool. I think the more time I spend with it, it's cool. But I feel like you can only poison people like once in a while.
Okay, like
Anyway.
it has to recharge, or what?
Kind of. You have to let the moonlight hit it in a certain way, and then the sunrise hit it in another way. Something I read some spells like this that you have to let the moonlight and the sunlight hit it. So the moonlight has to hit it. And even if it's in like a new moon, it's still like there's still moonlight there. It still has to hit it, and then sunlight, and in the next dawn it works again.
Sure. Whatever you think.
Oh,
Smile and nod, Rusty, smile and nod.
I forgot about.
I feel like that is the best explanation for recharges at dawn that I've ever heard in D&D. I love it.
Well, you know.
Well, here, if you're gonna start using this thing, do you want some help with like learning how to, you swing it around a little better?
Sure. Yeah, you can. Yeah, kind of need some help with that.
I'll just like casually just be like, okay, so do it like this and kind of show her some like basics.
Okay.
Stab.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a little bit of
Correct
basic
her
training,
form a little bit.
Stab. Stab.
Whether or not she intentionally messes up her form, I don't know.
Sometimes. I need help.
I'm more than happy to help. So
Okay.
Okay. And then also Pew, like, finally, like, she's rummaging through her she's like, okay, I think I need a bag at this point. And so she's like taking out all the things she's found, and so she's putting it into another bag, a fashionable bag. And she came across that ring she found a while back, and she's like, oh, I should look at this too. You know, we need to look at this. This might be good. I felt like it had some protection thing some time ago. So Pew's gonna sit with it for another hour, and she's like, before she does, she's kind enough to tell Rusty, like, you don't have to stay here for this. It's gonna be like the other
You
night.
already sat with
with
the
the-
ring for an hour, I believe.
yeah, you already did.
Yeah, last time you and Rusty did magic items.
Okay.
And it was
Did
a ring of
I-
protection +1.
Okay.
I didn't make a thing for it, so you don't have it in your
Okay.
loot
So it's
list.
the thing
Sorry.
Okay.
It was too simple. It was like, it was just a ring of protection +1.
Okay. So
Or whatever
Hey,
they're
Rust-
called. It gives you a +1 to your AC. Whoever
Okay.
is wearing it.
who's ever wearing it?
Mhm.
Okay. So she'll put that out for Ronya. She needs to know this. Ronya almost got hurt really bad last time we battled.
Oh, did
So-
I? Okay, well, thank you.
Yes. Okay. What?
I
Hey,
did not kill your character.
Thank you.
she almost got hurt though. There were zombies, man. Okay.
Sorry, are you giving that to me now? Because I can put it on.
Well, not yet, but she'll
Oh,
give
okay.
it to you in the morning.
Thank you.
But yeah. Also, Rusty, thanks. Thanks for talking to me earlier about my mom. Just, yeah. And thanks for helping me with this dagger thing.
Yeah. Anything you need help with, let me know anytime.
Okay, I will. You're a good person. I like you, so that's all you need to know. And she's full blush at this point, like, there's a bit more stuttering in the "I like you" part.
Aw.
She's blushing. She's
Okay.
I'm still playing rummy with Elaine.
Okay, it is pretty late, like. But yeah, you can just keep
Put that
playing.
girl to bed, Ronya.
Okay.
Elaine will keep playing as long as you keep playing. She really likes me.
Okay. I'll be like, yeah, it's pretty late. We should probably go to bed.
Okay. So you all go to bed. There is one more magic item, I believe, that you have with somebody that you haven't identified yet. because I still have one more that nobody has access to. It was a little vial with a few pinches of dust at the bottom of it.
Mm. Oh, well, Pew tasted it.
I was gonna say, did Pew eat that?
Yeah, she tasted it, and all she knew was her mouth got really dry.
Ah, yes.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well-
she had the love potion.
Hey, P will give that to you anytime you see somebody you like.
It works real well.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I probably should spend more time with that and see if there's stuff there.
Okay.
Okay.
So after a long time spent looking at it, because it's really weird. Like everything else has been sort of straightforward, like you sort of figure out what it was, but this one just seems like unlike anything that you have any frame of reference to, really. So it takes you a while. But eventually you conclude that like a little pinch of this dust will turn like a whole big amount of water into like a tiny little pellet or something. And then you could like smash the pellet and get the water back.
Mm.
Okay.
And you have access to that now.
That's pretty cool.
Instant aquifer.
Okay.
But it is consumable once you use.
Once you use it, it's gone forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you've got multiple pinches in there, but
Multiple pinches, but
Not
not
infinite.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. And with that, she's gonna take off all her makeup, usher Rusty out of her room if she hasn't already, and say thanks, or ask him if he wants to stay the night again. He's more than welcome to. And yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So Rusty either stays or goes. And everybody sleeps or doesn't sleep very soundly.
Schrodinger's Rusty.
Until morning. And sometime in the late, actually, let's see. What are your guys' passive perceptions again? Or what are they now that you've leveled up?
Oh, shit.
Oh, do they go up?
Too?
They don't. They would
Because
only
it's
go up if you raise
based
your
on your
If you chose to level up your dex or whatever. Or
Wisdom.
intelligence.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Gotcha.
Whatever it is.
It's still 12 for me.
13.
Still 13.
10.
None of my spells.
I'm not
Yeah,
super wise.
Yeah, we've noticed.
It used to be 16 for you. So
16, yeah.
16. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So only Sarah, at one point in the night, you wake up and you hear, since you're sort of in the same neighborhood as Elaine, like you wake up to hear crying coming from her room.
I'm gonna go check that out.
Okay. And she's just laying in bed. She's all curled up around herself and she's just crying.
Elaine?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. I'm sorry. You can go back to sleep. It's fine.
No, it's okay.
No, it's fine.
You sure? It
Yeah.
doesn't sound fine.
You can't make you do anything, so it doesn't matter.
Is this about your mom?
Yeah, I miss her.
Okay, I'm gonna go hug her.
Okay. And she just breaks
I'll just
down
sit
again
down.
when you're hugging her.
Yeah, I'll just sit down on the bed next to her and hug her. It's like, it's okay. You're allowed to cry.
Okay, so you have your comforty time, and other than that, the night passes uneventfully. And in the morning, when you guys go back down to like the living room or wherever you've kind of set up shop, like you hear sort of as whoever is coming downstairs, like early-ish. If anyone stayed up late, it's probably not them. But if anybody is coming downstairs early, would anybody be not sleeping in?
I mean, I'd probably get up at like a normal-ish time, not early or late.
Okay. Yeah, so you come downstairs and you hear that the radio is making some sort of like, not alarm type noise, but almost like they're trying to make an alarm type noise.
Oh, I run over and see what it's doing.
Okay. So it continues with this like sort of alarm type noise. It's almost like they've got like a now I can't remember what the stupid thing's called, but something that they're like pushing to try to make like a siren noise, but it doesn't really sound like it at all.
Okay.
And then that same voice as last night comes on. He says, "Attention, attention, everybody! There has been a collapse. The Space Needle has collapsed. If you are in that area, get out immediately."
The Space Needle. Oh my
Attention,
god.
attention, everybody!
That
There's
is not
been
the
a collapse.
first thing I would have expected to go down.
Wow. So as soon as I hear that, I like run upstairs and start knocking on people's doors.
Okay.
I don't.
Wait.
Guy, I just heard the radio. The Space Needle collapsed.
The Space Needle? Oh, that can't be good.
No, the Space Needle is big.
Except that it's
Okay.
not
Yeah.
that
Go
big
with
compared
the
to the
others.
actual skyscrapers.
No, I know, but it's in city center. It's surrounded by people. I mean, so are the skyscrapers. But anyway, so I go and just keep knocking at everybody.
I'm going to go down to the radio.
Okay.
I almost said knocking everybody up, which is correct in old-fashioned British English, but not what I meant in this particular context.
That depends on what room you find Rusty in.
It might be hard for Ronya to manage, though.
Yeah.
Hard.
So yeah, I'm going and knocking to wake everybody up.
Okay. All right. So you're all getting woken up by reports of Space Needle. Sarah, downstairs, you hear he's repeated this attention, attention multiple times with his like wannabe alarm. And then there's like a pause like for a good couple minutes. And he says, "If you're in the area of the Space Needle, please check in. There seem to be many deaths. Please leave the area." And then he goes back to attention, attention.
I wonder if the EMP is okay. Oh, I bet the Dave Chihuly Museum is not.
Yeah, Experience Music Project is probably wrecked.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
We should go to the Chihuly Museum. I need
There's
a
going to be
glass
broken
jar.
glass everywhere.
Glass. I feel like, well, we could just break glass here, some glass here, but I feel like I really need some glass right now. I was reading up something recently that I want some glass. And also I need to grab some dried carrot. I forgot about that.
Dried carrot. Okay.
Handily, there is still carrot in the refrigerator.
Okay,
Start
I'm gonna
desiccating
start. Yeah, I'm gonna start drying it so I can, since I've been rudely woken up, I'm gonna start actually drying out some carrot.
Hey, I was telling you like relevant information.
Yeah, you told me there's a bunch of glass broken, maybe.
Yeah, probably. It seems likely.
More than likely, there's a lot of glass broken.
Maybe some dead
Chihuly
people.
Museum, yeah.
There might be dead people.
That's also what the radio said. Yes. So
Remember,
anyway,
for her, that's
No,
for
but-
some reason a good thing.
Yeah, I'm going to look at like James and Rusty. I'm like, we
Well,
should
we
probably
could
check this out,
actually-
shouldn't we?
Well, I mean, like, if we want to give people like a respectful burial, I think I can help them like not decompose as much for a respectful burial. That's all I'm saying.
I go back to like getting ready
I'm,
for the
I'm
day.
more interested in why
Um,
the tower collapsed. I think that would be something we should need.
Yeah,
to
I
know.
really think we should go look into that.
Yeah. How far is that
Yeah.
from here?
we can like, we just have to. I do feel like, hey, does anybody have any of those like cool coppery things? Because we should like
Coppery
piece, those coins that we found. I think they look like coins.
Yeah, I had a
from,
couple of them.
like
from the fire boots.
So I need 2 per body, and I can do something that makes them not decompose for a while.
Do you think you could use pennies?
I think there might be more bodies than that, Pew.
I can maybe use pennies. We could see, but I don't think they're made of copper. I think they're actually made of zinc. Last time I remember. I mean, there's like a copper outside, but I swear they're made of zinc. That's what my dad was telling me when we were like melting coins to.
What?
All right. So, is everyone in agreement that we're going to go to Seattle Center and figure out what's going on?
Yes.
Yeah. I sneakily go and grab my jacket from View's room.
Okay.
And according to Wikipedia, a penny is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. Well done.
I'm going to go talk to Julie and make sure she's going to look after Elaine while we're gone.
Okay. Yeah, so you get approval from all that it's all going to work out. And you guys just going to hike? Are you going to take the horses? How are you going to get there?
It's probably not that
Yeah, it's not that far, really.
Yeah,
as far as
I'm
you've been
thinking
walking around
horses, rubble, probably not a good combination.
Yeah. I think on foot we're probably still okay because it's not like going all the way to the Warren and back.
Right, yeah. It's
Yeah.
not that far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you make your way through Seattle towards the Space Needle area. And again, you are all note that things are kind of breaking down a little bit. That the roads, like this is a road you haven't traveled yet. It's fairly potholy. Not all of the buildings, but many of the buildings have like big chunks that have kind of fallen off. And as you get closer to the really...
So integrity is like deteriorating.
Yeah, as you get closer to the sort of larger skyscraper type buildings, you note that is definitely happening. And like big chunks look like they've fallen down from
Yikes.
some of the buildings.
Did I find a glass shard on the way?
Probably. It's
I'm
probably
sure
not
there'd
hard
be
to
a
find
lot.
glass
I was
shard.
going to make sure we had a radio
Oh,
and
you
then
brought a
had
radio with
batteries
you.
in it.
Okay.
And I was going to pocket another set of batteries for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So sporadically, as you go, the radio keeps popping up with attention, the Space Needle's fallen.
I keep it turned down like as low as possible and still able to hear it.
Okay. And you guys make your way, and you can see, how the Seattle skyline really well. Like, you've all grown up with it, or most of you have grown up with it. It's just what you're used to seeing. And it looks really, really weird now because it's like missing that iconic Space Needle. Like, there's just a hole there where it used to be.
Except this. Well, okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's kind of
Space
off to
Needle's
the
kinda
side,
off-
but you know.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be the tallest thing to be an iconic part of it.
I know. It's just it. It wouldn't be a hole. It would just be something
Well,
missing.
It would be
Well,
missing.
yeah, but it's missing. Yeah.
It's something you're
James.
used to seeing there, and it's not there now.
Sizes and everything.
All right.
So it's sort of
So-
disconcerting probably to all of you to have it missing.
Yeah.
So then you get closer and you see people leaving the area. There's not a lot of people leaving the area. You get the feeling that you missed the main crowds, but definitely people are still leaving. You're not having to fight against traffic so much, but you manage to make your way there, and you just see this huge pile of rubble. The whole area, everything that the Space Needle came down on is just toast.
Oh no.
Gosh.
What about the David Bowie pants?
Probably underneath the rubble somewhere.
Oh man.
Oh gosh.
I didn't think the Space Needle was really tall enough to reach that.
Dude, the EMP is right
Right under
It's
it.
at
right?
the base
Yeah.
of the Space
Yeah.
Needle.
directly
EMP is-
under it.
Ah.
Like Yeah, EMP's right next to it.
Yeah, like I mean, there is kind
It's
of like
like
a
in
park
that
area
plaza.
around it, but so
Yeah.
a lot of it's sort of contained within that. But it's everything that is within that sort of radius.
Was within it.
Yeah.
All right. So, do we see
Gonna
anything?
happen Gasworks?
Hmm?
Because
It
that's
won't
a
reach
cool
gas
place.
works.
No, but like if a Space Needle falls down, couldn't Gasworks fall down too?
I mean, probably, but
From the look of these buildings,
I
yeah,
think everything's going to fall down at some point.
I think we're
I start looking to see if there's like people milling around or helping out, or like people that aren't evacuating the area.
Okay.
Yeah,
There are
just
some
looking at-
people that are kind of like digging out, and you can see like parts of people. Like there's kind of a hand like waving that seems to be like covered in rubble. You see a foot somewhere else poking out of the rubble, and like there's a few people that are like trying to dig what appears to be potential survivors or at least bodies out from the rubble.
Oh, I go running up to one of them.
Shall we just dig in and start
This?
helping?
yeah.
Card, you want to
Maybe.
Totally.
get some people out of the
Yes.
rubble? Just jump in.
Okay.
Not jump in, but like cautiously make sure nothing's
Cautiously
going to
make your way in.
and like go help. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So who is there like any are you all gonna split up? Are you gonna concentrate on a particular potential victim? Or
Let's try to not get too far apart, maybe.
Yeah, like maybe two groups.
Yeah.
Sure.
so if one person from each of the groups wants to do like a strength check with advantage to see sort of
Okay.
how well you manage to
That would
clear
not
off
be me.
things.
Our card not
That's not
splitting
me.
up.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
that makes sense.
All right.
You guys
Yeah.
probably should.
I'll go with card
Okay.
because I'm assuming
gonna
Pew
go
is
with
gonna go with Rusty.
I'll go with Card and Sarah.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna all three people that can heal are leaving us. All right, fine.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
can heal.
Yeah,
No,
no, all the
you're
healers
right.
are going to be around.
Exactly. Oh wait,
You're
yeah.
right.
If you guys don't have healers, I'll go with you. Okay.
Okay.
ahead.
So, Card, you and Sarah managed to like you sort of saw this flailing arm, and you managed to like pull big chunks of concrete and some broken glass and various other like rebar and stuff off of this body, and there's actually sort of like enough of a hole around. It turns out to be like a young man's head that he can breathe, and he seems to be sort of okay. Like as you dig him out, he's sort of gasping and like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." That
You're okay.
it just
You're okay.
fell,
Man. You're okay.
and I can't feel one of my legs.
Okay. Let me take a look.
Okay. So you finish digging him out, and he definitely like one of his legs has been just like actually sort of sheared off
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
by
Okay.
like a big sheet of glass.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can stabilize him.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. That is something that you are skilled at doing.
Mhm.
So you stabilize him.
Like-
You manage to like put on a tournament and stop the bleeding.
Like tourniquet, little
Little bit of
magical
magic.
tourniquet.
Yeah.
It stops really well. And meanwhile, the other group, you're digging and digging. You found like one of the like just a foot that was kind of sticking out, and you dig and you dig and you dig and you find you find a body. This person who was like an older woman doesn't seem to be moving. But you do manage to uncover enough to be able to see that.
As soon as I like confirm that there isn't any pulse, I'll start like looking like a meerkat and trying to see if I see anybody else who looks like they might be, helpable.
Okay. So yeah, you're looking around and make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. So you see there are many I mean, there's a huge pile of rubble. There are probably tons of people in there. You don't see any evidence of like some other body part stuck in the rubble moving. And where you think maybe there is some activity, there are people there, working. You get the feeling that most of the obvious survivors have already been pulled out, probably.
Okay, in that case, if I see the guy that James and Sarah rescued, I'm gonna start heading back over that direction.
Okay.
Does anybody have any salt packets?
Is the McDonald's that's right across the street from the Space Needle crushed?
Probably. There might still be salt
It's
packets.
probably
They
like
might
maybe
still have salt
okay-ish.
packets.
There's like rubble, like it got pockmarked
Okay.
pretty well, but
Well, he's gonna run over there really quick and see if there's some salt packets to collect. She goes in.
through like a
Hi.
broken window.
Huh?
Through like
There's a broken window?
Yeah, or a broken door.
Well, okay.
It's pretty abandoned at this point, and like you're not really positive about the structural integrity of this place at this point.
Okay. It's gonna be mad dash to the condiment aisle and out.
I will help her.
Let me
use that
guess.
quicker.
Salt is a material component you need.
You think?
No.
I don't know why you couldn't have gotten this at your house, but okay. So you managed.
I just forgot about it. Pew was not always like, she remembered the copper pieces, but she did not remember about the salt. And besides, having a convenient pinch size amount in little like paper containers
Very convenient.
helps.
I think Pew did a little too much with her assistant.
Yeah, I mean, she's.
Thinking independently.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going with her, Rusty?
Yeah, I'll go with her. And like, if there's like, if she has to climb through a window or some broken glass thing, I'll help her through because, yeah.
Okay. So
Chivalry.
make a dexterity check, Pew. With advantage because Rusty's helping you through the window.
Okay. Dexterity. Oh god, this is not gonna go well. Did I know if I didn't click it? Oh no, I did. An 8.
Okay. So you managed to get through the window. You feel like you've got like a few little cuts from the broken glass everywhere. If you want glass shards, you are in a good place for glass shards. And as you know, as you like pull one out of your arm,
Oh,
But the ones
I'm
here-
keeping
but
this
the-
one for later.
But the ones here aren't going to be fancy colored.
Yeah, they're gonna
They're
be
just
brand
glass.
name glass shards. But anyway.
And you start like trying to weave your way towards the condiment station. And you actually, as you're kind of weaving around a corner, you like are confronted with this really big piece of concrete that apparently has come smashing through the roof. And it's sort of like balanced precariously sort of on other like rubble and stuff that it fell on. And you're not entirely positive if it's going to fall over on you or not as you go past it.
The things you do for salt.
Hey, how important is that stuff? Let's maybe not
It's
cram
important
ourselves
enough.
into a.
I'm just glad I'm not there.
Yeah, I'm still with you guys and that guy you rescued.
Yep.
He's still gonna go for that salt. She's not making the most.
I
Not
think
that
I
wise
actually
right
left
now.
that guy with you and James, and I'm like walking over to one of the other groups of people that have
Okay.
been pulled out of the rubble to see if I can do medical assistance there.
Okay. Yeah. And you are definitely find more than enough things that you can help with. Like there's a lot of injured people. A lot of injured people have been sort of evacuated, but there's still a number of injured people around, and not as many in like absolute crisis state because it's been a little while, but definitely people who are not doing well. And Pew, as you try to make your way around this rock, it crashes, like you sort of step on one of the boards that was sort of holding it precariously up, and it comes crashing down. Make another dexterity check.
Oh dear.
Don't miss.
Who knows?
The most identical roll ever.
Oh my god. Really, Pew? Really? Yeah.
And Rusty, you just hear this loud smashing sound coming from where Pew was, and dust
dear.
goes everywhere, and you don't see Pew.
Oh dear.
Oh no. I tried to find where she is first. Like, can I see around it? Like, is there anything I can deduce?
So you go in as well and try to look around.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of get around. There's no longer Precarious Boulder. You don't have to worry about that. And you kind of go where, because she was like around a corner, like you'd kind of lost her, but you definitely
I wasn't gonna
see
let.
where
Well,
the
I wasn't gonna
crash comes. Oh, okay.
just,
Well,
like,
then you
let
saw the
her-
boulder come down,
Oof.
and you just see dust and debris, and like you're coughing trying to get through, and you can't like actually get around the boulder very easily. Like you'd have to kind of go out and around. So make an investigation check to see if you can figure out how to like get to where Pew might be.
Oh boy.
Okay. So you see through this dust, like as it starts to settle just a little bit, you see that you can go around one of the like counter, like those big counter things, like booth counter things. You can go kind of around and get to where Pew was heading, which she probably
Okay.
should have taken that route, but she didn't. She took the direct route. And so you come around the side and you see her lying face down in the debris and dust. And she's not moving.
Oh dear.
I check to see if she's alive or not, and if she needs. Yeah, like I'm gonna check first and see if she's.
Okay, do a medicine check.
Oof.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. So you're down there like trying to figure out if she's alive. You're very concerned.
I'm taking my pulse. Like,
Trying to take her pulse, but like it's hard. And then you notice that her chest rises as she breathes in and out.
Oh.
She knocked like
And
unconscious.
she is clearly
still?
knocked unconscious, but otherwise doesn't look to be in immediate danger.
How
Can
big
I-
of a
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Slap her awake.
yeah, I'm gonna try to wake her up. If like I'm keeping an eye on things to make sure it's not gonna fall worse, but I'm gonna try to wake her up.
Okay, how are you gonna do that?
Just a little
no, do
shake.
not. How do you want to do this?
Finish
You know,
it
like
slow.
give her a little smack on the cheek a little bit.
Okay. So you sort of smack her on the cheek a little bit. Pew, make a Constitution check.
just a constitution check.
Yeah. Okay. So after a little while, you sort of you manage to like wake up a little bit. You blink, and Rusty's very nervous, worried face is staring down at you as he's like patting on your cheek. Everything's very dusty.
Rusty.
Hey,
Did you get the
so,
salt?
Where's the salt?
You could have just gone to the armory in the first place.
Shh. No, we don't do that. We forget about it.
Hey, so
We roll with the We're out and about.
get you out of here. Maybe not get crushed
you
more.
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You took a pretty good whack.
Yeah, I think this is the last time I'm gonna go to McDonald's.
And with that,
she-
we are going to end
okay.
today because that is the perfect thing to end on.
All right.
So I was thinking, the armory would have made way more sense.
Since when has Pew ever done the thing that makes sense?
But I'm also just like, wait. So what's her like blushing confession to Rusty? The last chance she ever got to talk to him before she dies on a mission for salt.
Squished by a giant flabberbuck.
Could have been.
Bam.
Had the dice rolled differently.
Had they?
Oh dear.
You would have been dead. I would have been rolling up a new character. And I don't know what I would have done.
You'd have to reanimate Pew, and then she could be like, "Yes, this is the ultimate."
I am the reanimated dead.
No, I think I
I
would go
really
into
feel like we need a druid so that somebody can cast reincarnate on Pew. Just to see what happens.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my god.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for playing. And hopefully we can all play. Oh, wait, next week. I don't know if I'll be able to play. I will keep you all posted on next week.
Okay.
Okay.
I probably will be able to.
Okay.
I think my parents are leaving on Saturday, but we'll see.
I'll be out of town.
Oh, you're out of town?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else know if they're busy next week?
Next week.
I'm almost definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
should be
probably
around.
around.
Okay. So we will anticipate playing unless things go weird, and we'll just play without Pew. The little Rusty Pew romance can go aside for a bit. And
We're just gonna let Pew sit down for a little while.
yeah, she's feeling really crappy.
She's gonna want to take some bed rest after
Yeah,
this.
yeah, she got hit really hard on the head. There may or may not be a concussion involved. Concussion, not cushion. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
Elizabeth,
Anyway,
I wanna show you.
So probably next week, but not certainly. You made a map.
Oh no, I still
No.
have a map.
Nice.
That would be from the most awkward attempt to defeat a dragon ever.
Oh, that's my map.
Yeah, it won't come off my whiteboard now. I
no,
pulled the
it's been on for
whiteboard out
so
of the
long.
basement.
Oh, put like a expo marker on the marker and then erase.
Yeah, that does work sometimes.
It's amazing. I did it on Sharpie and it came off. I was like, what the? Yeah. it went.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Get juices in the marker. I will try that.
Or you
All
can
right.
just always have a memory of the most awkward attempt to kill a dragon ever.
X marks the dragon's treasure that we should not have been trying to haul away.
Yes, you all would have been fine if it weren't for that.
And the
Those damn
fact that the one we
dragon-shaped
left on
clouds.
guard detail was watching clouds.
Yep.
Uh,
All
That
right,
made me
guys.
feel today.
Have a great night. Thank you, everybody who is watching, for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. And I will not be working tomorrow, so I will probably be streaming some more Path of Exile. So if you want to come hang out, you are more than welcome. Otherwise, there will probably be a Fate Touch next week, but not 100%. So stay tuned on Discord, and we'll see what happens. All right. Let me go to the game over screen and play some music for y'all. And have a really great night.
Bro, you're leaving me hanging. Come here. Fist bump. Fist bump. There we go.
That was more of a face bump.
Hey, he didn't bump my face, so we're calling it a win.
so worst decision making ever. She's book smart, not common sense smart.